I'm here to sew up the bag we cut out yesterday, the Dulcinea from Shamballa. Don't make me say that a million times. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right though. We cut it all out yesterday. I interfaced it today and now I'm ready to sew it up. I have never made this bag before. This is a first go around for me, which I haven't done in a hot second. I haven't sat down and just sewed a bag without practicing. So I thought we could all do that together. Hi guys. Hi Natalie. Hi Cindy. So I think I have everything prepped and ready to go. Hopefully, I know I'll have to go over to my heat press during the flap piece and put on the interfacing for that. So I have my heat press all ready and good to go for that. And yeah, hi Cindy and Cynthia. I'm just doing my side connector pieces here. I glued them together, and in the pattern she has you sewing them before you attach them to the bag. I'm just gonna sew these directly on the bag. So I'm not gonna do any stitches on them yet. So those are my cute little connectors. Hopefully they're the right size. I don't know if I was supposed to trim them down a little or not. Hey, Orla. Hi, guys. Let's check these out real quick. I think I was supposed to sew them down or trim them down just a tiny bit. So let me just do a couple markings real quick and get these trimmed evenly. Okay, so let me just go over how I interfaced real quick. I did Decaville, what did I do? Decaville light on all of my pieces. And I'm even gonna do that on my flap. And then for my base, I did Decaville heavy. I'm using all gold, like light gold hardware. And I'm adding a couple of pockets onto it, which I talked about in the cutting out yesterday. So other than that, I will be following this pattern. It's super cute. I'm excited to sew it up. I've had my eye on it for quite a while now. So I'm excited to sit down and do it. I was accidentally on last night's live instead of chatting away to myself. Okay, let me just trim. I think that is more the correct size. I've ran out of wipes finally. Can you believe it? Okay, that is much better. So they go onto your bag like that. It's very cute. Let me just trim down this one. All right. Sorry, I thought I was ready. All right, so if you have any questions, ask away. I will try my best to watch the comments as we sew and answer questions. If you guys ask something and I missed it, please ask it again. I'm not ignoring you. I just sometimes don't see the comments. All right, yeah, isn't this pretty with the gold? I think it's gonna look really stunning. I'm excited for this bag. Okay, so I did already piece together my side pieces. Hopefully I didn't do something wrong. My interfacing piece was not the right size, so I had to trim it down. I don't know if I don't know what happened. I don't know. So I have these pieced together because then we're going to sew on our connector onto there. My nose itches all of a sudden. And then we'll make this bag. All right. I'm going to face the camera down and in, and we're going to get to it. Yep. That right there. That looks good. I'll probably zoom in just a little bit. Okay. Let me know how that angle is. Hopefully that works. And let's sew this back up, guys. I'm excited. I'm going to open my caffeinated beverage because I need some caffeine. All right, let's do it. So I have my connectors here. I'm just going to put a little piece of tape on the top, tape it down with my connector. Whoops, sorry about that. So I'm doing it just a tiny different than she has in the pattern. And that is okay. I think that's okay. I'm just going to put a little piece of tape on the back here and on the back here. All right. Do you like the caddy by Measure and Cut? I love my Measure and Cut, my Molly caddy. Yes, I use it a lot, actually. All right. How far down do I fold it? About 1.5, huh? All right. Let me measure down. Which is what? 3/4. So I want 1.5 right there, about where I have it. Okay. Sorry, I should have marked this. All right, so this is where the hardware goes on that mark, if I'm reading this correctly. So we're gonna mark that 1.5 inch. I'm gonna put my hardware right there. And then that's where we fold. That looks about right. So I'm pretty sure on the pattern, it looks like she's got you stitching it before. And then again, when you put it on your piece, I'm just going to do it once on my piece, okay? When your nose itches, it means you're going to kiss a fool. That's funny. Oh. So usually you slap someone's hand to get it over with. It means you're going to fight with someone. Oh, that's funny. Ooh, maybe I'm going to have a fight. That sounds right. Those are funny. All right, and then I'm just going to put a piece of tape on the back, and then we're going to sew it on. You guys, I tried to get my scan and cut out today, and I feel like I wasted an hour and a half fidgeting around with it. I was super frustrated. So it sizes down my files and makes them all sorts of weird. And I was getting really frustrated. I called Barbie from Jeannie's Designs, and she helped talk me through it. But by the time I figured it out with her, I was over it. So there's that. Maybe you're gonna kiss someone, then fight with them. Maybe, Chris, that might be it. Love, hate. Sounds about right. I have a tariff question. I want metal tags. Can I have your person for the new ones? And did it cost an arm and a leg? So, my person can include the tariffs in the shipping, so you're not charged them when you come to the States. But yeah, it's going to be more. I can give you my info. All right, so let's get these situated on there. I'm not sure how far down these pieces go. It says it's marked on the pattern piece. Where did I put the pattern piece? Just a second. I have to get my pattern piece for it. There it is. All right, let's mark. How far down is that? What I like to do is I'm going to punch out that little dot and just transfer it so I know exactly where my middle is. Maybe. Maybe not. There we go. That's my placement for the top. I could have measured and done all that too, but there we go. So I'm going to line the top edge of this connector right along that dot. Seems like it goes a little too far down. I'm going to move mine up just a touch. Just because I know I don't want it going down onto this piece. That's good. Hi, Muriel from Lehigh Acres, Florida. I'm just kind of eyeballing it there. That looks good. All right, I'm going to sew those on. I think I'm going to start down here at the bottom because this is going to be hidden under a pocket down here. I'll also probably pull my threads through too. All right, let's do it. I'm also going to put a rivet into these connectors to give it a little extra support as well. I'll probably, I'll pull through my stitches. Why not? I'm going to go ahead and pop this one through real quick. There we go. Oh, thread issues. Just a minute. See, it happens to the best of us, guys. Look at that. Something happened right there. I see a little thread popping through here. I want to make sure I get that. Ooh, look at that. Do you see that? You don't want to leave that in your machine. Hi, Hazel. Let's try that again. I think I need to take a deep breath. I was a little rushed coming into this. So let's take a deep breath. Hi, RD Styles. You picked the best color combos. How do you decide? I don't even know. I just kind of go into my closet and see what I'm feeling for the day, honestly. Sometimes I get like ideas of looking at other stuff online and whatnot, but it really just depends on my mood. Honestly. All right. Let's try this one more time. Let me do a test run to make sure we're good. Good. The heck with deep breath. Go get a glass of wine. Becky, I'm all out of wine currently. And it is only 2 p.m. I need to wait a couple hours, but yes, it will probably be a glass of wine type of night. All right, so I'm going to just unpick right here. I'm not going to take the whole thing out because I feel like that's just silly. And then we'll start a little bit before that. Okay. It is a pretty thick layer, but I don't think that should be my thread issue. It's 8 p.m. there. Full approval for wine. I will be door dashing that wine. You better believe I will be. Absolutely. Let's pick out this. Okay, let's restart. I'm thinking I'm going to start right here just because I want to make sure I get all that. Okay. Let's try this one more time. There we go. What kind do you want? I can't. No, Susan, I'm good. You're the best. It is okay. I'm a big girl. I can figure it out. It's Dancing with the Stars night. Whoop, whoop. So I will be doing that. I wanted to get this video done before Dancing with the Stars. Hi, from Perth, Australia, 4 a.m. Ooh, sorry about that. Thank you for helping me out with the Annabelle. I've cut it out and now about to sew. Oh, I hope you love it. Hi, Linda Short. Thanks for joining. But first we are doing, oh, that's right, Susan. Thanks for the reminder. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, that's all right. I kind of went right there. Let's try this again. Connector number 2. We've got this, guys. We've got this. Second verse. Same as the first. And pull through my thread. Back under there. I feel like it skipped again. That's weird. I don't know why it's skipping. I'll have to feel my needle. I wonder if the glue that I used to glue these 2 layers together is bugging my needle. It might be. Oh, sorry. Got a view of my head. Yep, I got a skip stitch up here. Well, that's a bummer. Bye, RD Styles. Yeah, go ahead and send an email, and Susan or I will get back to you. Now I have to decide if I want to fix that. Yeah, I think I do, but I'm going to do the lazy girl hack. Look at that right there. All right, let's fix it, guys. This just isn't my day for connectors. I don't know. I have been messing with the tension on my machine. I don't know if that's part of it. I don't know what's going on, y'all. All right, let's try this again. I'm wondering if it's just the weird thickness between the two layers there. It might be. Some people say that I never have machine issues. I'm here to show you. I do. Okay. Okay, it didn't skip that time. We're good. I went right over where I sewed, so it doesn't look horrible. And it's on the side of my bag. I'm not too worried about it. If this was a bag I was like custom making, I would have redone that completely. But it's not. It's just a fun sew. All right, let's move on. We are going to do those side pockets. So I have these pieces here, which is my gusset pocket and my gusset pocket lining. So we're putting these ones together. All right, we want this piece laying like this and this up here along the long edge. I like the way she does these pockets because it is cool how it folds down. You'll see what I mean. And then we want this one here. This seems awfully small, but it's going to be out, right? Yep, that's going to line up right. Okay, here we go. Here and here. Hi, Fran. Susan, I can get it later. Don't worry about it. All right. Let's see. We want almost the entire bag is sewn at a 1/4 inch seam allowance. After I do this, I need to put rivets on these two, so don't let me forget that. We need to put some rivets on. So we're going to sew these right sides together at this top edge here. And this side too. Susan, you do not have to order me wine. I will be okay. I'll order it later. Or I'll go grab it. Thank you, though. I do like Pinot Grigio white. This is all true. All right, so after we do that, we want to turn seam allowance towards the gusset pocket lining. Okay, towards this piece, and then we're top stitching. All of my materials are Tulip Bee today, every single piece, so that's kind of fun. Okay. And then I want to fold this down to the bottom here and match up my bottom seams. So it's really cool how the exterior shows just the exterior. You don't have that seam at the top, right? But it still has the lining on the inside. That's what we're going for. And then I'm going to go ahead and top stitch and baste all the way around because then it'll be easier to put it onto my side panel pieces. Orla, thank you. I will do the rivets after I do this part. Before I add these pockets. Are they domestic friendly? Or what domestic friendly? Okay, here we go. All right, so there is the pocket. So that's the inside. She has you do a double row of stitching. I don't think I'm going to. I kind of like it with just the single row this time. The fabrics, somewhat. The faux real, if you get too many layers, it's not domestic friendly. This gets pretty thick right here if you do the connectors this way. I would suggest changing those up. But yeah, if you keep your layers light, totally domestic machine friendly. Especially this Signature Smooth. All right, those are my pockets. I'm gonna put rivets in these two bad boys real quick. We'll do it right there. Just eyeballing it. Kind of thinking I'm gonna, well, no, I'll just do the one. I was gonna say two, but I think the one's good. All right. There. Beautiful. And then I have rivets. Where do I have rivets? Right here. Aren't these connectors cute? If I would have sewed straight, they'd be even cuter. It's fine. And I did do Decaville Light in between these layers of vinyl here. I would always recommend doing Decaville wherever you have a connector. You need that extra support for sure. All right, I'm just gonna press those. Boop. And back. Beautiful. Pockets. Here we go. So we're going to put the bottom on first. I like to baste the bottom and then bring in the two sides. For me, that's easier than trying to do it all at once. Sorry about that. Moving the camera. You guys, I have the like water closet in my craft room closet, like where the sprinkler outside water is, right? I turned on my sprinklers this summer thinking everything was great. I go to the closet a few days ago to turn off the water because we have to blow out the sprinklers in the winter so the pipes don't freeze. I have had a water leak in that closet all summer long. All summer. Water leaking in my closet. Ruined some leather. Ruined some canvas. got mold. It's a whole thing. So that's what my morning has been. I've got a fan in there. I'm trying to dry it all out. Nothing is ever simple, is it? So that's fun. Okay, I'm going to do this side first, and then I'll go up the other side. Always something. Yeah. The pocket covers the wobbly sewing. Yes, it sure does. That's why I wasn't too worried about it, because I knew it would be covered up. I'm like, it's fine. I'm not going to stress about it. Yeah, see that? We're good. Yeah, you know, what do you do, guys? It's just my closet. I'm going to have to rip out the carpet. Make sure there's no mold. I'm not replacing the carpet since it's just my closet. I don't really care that much. Those are cute, aren't they? Ooh, that's a cute pocket. All right. Let's do the next one. All right. Susan, do I still need to call you back at all? Or are we good? If you're still on here, let me know. All right, here we go. Susan has left the chat. Yeah, she doesn't stay for long usually. She's got more important things to do. All right. Kind of sad it hides that cute connector, isn't it? All right, I'm going to put those. Let's see. Oh, no, wait. We want to add the bottom piece. But we do that at a bigger seam allowance. So let's get my base piece out, which I haven't attached this. I wanted to top stitch it on. So let's do that real quick. I'm just going to put a couple pieces of tape to hold it in place. Yeah, like the pockets totally cover those cute connectors, don't they? That's kind of silly. Well, there goes that. Now I see why you chose Smoothie Smooth for the bottom part. Yeah, so it does say lining for this bottom part too, because it'll get really thick. If you do all of that in the vinyl, it would get too thick. I could probably do it on my machine, but for other machines, probably not. All right. Okay, I'm going to top stitch that bad boy on. I'm going to do an inch in. That's probably my favorite to top stitch base pieces on is about 1 inch in from the edge usually. I could go, whoops, I just did too far. That's okay. I could go less. I could probably do 3/4. Oh, which is what I'm doing now. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's fine. I'm just going to take this 1 stitch out. I went 1 too far. Just making a day of it, aren't I? Zoop. Let's go there. Beautiful. Usually I have my ruler here so I know where to stop. And I was just talking and going too far. It's fine. Some days you do more ripping than sewing. You know, I think no matter how experienced you are, we all have those days, you guys. Yep. Although I just get to be live on camera with mine, so that's fun. It's fine. Now I've got to figure out which one is this one. Is this? See, that's usually why I pull all my threads through as I go. There we go. Hi, Jaded. Also, I wouldn't be pulling all these threads through and doing this if my thread wasn't as contrasting as it is, but it is totally darker than my material. So that was my bad, but I mean, it looks really good. Okay, here we go. Let's add this to these pieces. Making our gusset. And we use a little bit bigger seam allowance attaching it to the base, okay? And wait, before I do that, I'm also going to mark my bottom center so I don't have to fold the whole thing later. So let's just do little notches real quick on this base. I know I'll need it later. I am not adding purse feet this time, Lori, but you totally could do purse feet. The pattern doesn't call for it, but this would be a cute bag with purse feet. Okay, here we go. And then we top stitch. Looks like the seam allowance is going towards the base for our top stitch, okay? Hi, Annette Harris. How are you? my gosh. I love this floral. I don't know if Annette still has it on her website, but guys, go snatch that up. That is so gorgeous. Okay, let's do this side. There goes my ruler. Okay. Here we go. Last day for the calendar coupon. Hi, Angela. All right, and then top stitch that onto the base. Seam allowance going down towards the base. Okay, so that is my gusset for my exterior gusset for the bag. This bag is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I can already tell. Okay. All right, I'm going to put that aside. And then handle connector, handle this. Where's my other piece? And this. Okay. This is going to be my handle. So we're joining them and then we're sliding on our rings. Okay, I see what she's doing. So we need lines along the back. I think they're 2 inches wide, right? Yes. Okay. So this is the cute little handle that pops out on top of the bag. Kind of wondering if I want to put some tape on it before I sew it together too. I think I'm going to put some tape on it. I think that might be easier. Now, let's try it. Hi, Dottie. You sure did. Here I am. I was debating whether to go live for this, sewing this up, or cutting out that other bag, but I really wanted to sew this up. So this is what we're doing. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put my tape on. It might make the whole assembly of folding this in a little bit easier, I think. Just from what I'm seeing in the directions, okay? I need to get another roll of 1/8 inch tape out. I think I have lost mine. All right, so join the 2 pieces together on one side first. So I'm going to join this side first, okay? I'm also going to go zoop so I don't have little ears sticking out. And we want to tape that down and back. Hi, Mimsy. So I'm flattening this seam out here. Okay. Beautiful. And then let me get my rings. Probably in the garbage can. You know what, Lori? You are correct in that assumption. It most likely is. It was a very tiny little bit left, and I cannot find it for the life of me. So it's probably in the garbage can. You are right. Along with many rulers and scissors I have lost throughout the year. Okay, we're going to put these on. And then we're going to sew these other two ends together. We're just making a continuous loop with our handle, basically. All right. There's, I'm sure, multiple ways you can do this. I'm just trying to show you the way she does it in the pattern, okay? Again, I'm just going to trim it a little bit so I don't have those little ears sticking out. And then same thing, flatten this seam, tape it back. Hi, would you make a video on the sophisticated packmate? I'll look at it. I haven't seen that one yet. I took a break from sophisticated patterns because they were all binded in crazy ways, and it was getting a little bit too much for me. I had to take a break. Okay. So now we want to fold our edges all in. I'm like, where are we putting the seams on this? On the edges. Yeah. Okay. I definitely would recommend putting that tape on beforehand. I think that made it a lot easier. Packmate is a nice one to get back into them. There's binding, but it's not overkill. Okay, maybe I'll take a look at that one. Okay, so after you have this all folded in, then you're going to fold it into each other. And I forget if I think I want the floral on top. Do I? Yeah, I think I do. All right, here we go. I don't love how that's right there on the seam. So if I were to make this again, note to self, I think as I'm doing this, I think I would make my top handle color a little bit longer so the seam folds on the bottom underneath, and that the hardware isn't directly on the seam. Does that make sense? I would do it so it folded like that under it and not right at the seam, because I feel like it's going to look a little bit strange because it's so bulky right there. Oof, yeah, that's what I would do. I would make my top one like an inch longer than my underside one. Ouch. Freaking plastic clips. Because it's kind of bulky right there at that seam. I don't love that. That I would, yeah. If I were to make this handle again, I would do it that way. Hopefully that makes sense. Do it off the seam, yeah. So you would make your top material a little bit longer than your bottom. I'm putting some tape under here where this seam is because it wasn't being held down right there. And it wants to pop up. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to sew around this, and we'll do some rivets as well. All right, so here's my handle, right? It's cute, but I don't like how the seam, do you see that? I don't love that. I would stick it underneath. But it's going to be cute anyways. It's going to go like that. All right, so let's sew this handle up. I am going to pull my threads through. I'm going to start right here. My foot might fight me over this big bulky area, huh? See, it just makes it super bulky right here. I don't love that, guys. I don't love it. I'm going to go ahead and pull this thread through here. Maybe. My glasses can't come soon enough. Come on. I see you. Kinda. Let's go. No, I think I'll go ahead with it. I'm not going to recut it. It still looks good. But if I were to make this bag again, I would do it the other way. And that's the thing. You don't know about certain ways to do things until you do them once, right? And then you're like, okay, next time I'm going to do it this way. Which is why I usually practice videos or bags before I make them. But it's also good for me to do this the first time with you guys so you can kind of see my thought process, I think, too. Right? And that just comes, you know, and that thinking just comes from my experience of doing bags and doing handles that other way. Both work. But I think the other way would be a little bit easier with the bulk. Okay, so this is going to be on the underside back of my handle, so it'll be hidden. And I'm just going to do one more little thing and melt it. Lisa, I am making the Dulcinea from Shamballa. Dulcinea. There you go. Dulcinea. I have said it wrong so many times. All right, so I'm going to put a rivet on each side here. Did that go through? Yeah. And right here. All right, I'm going to press those rivets real quick. Sweet. All right, so now I want the connector for this, which is this piece right here. I knew that I would be cutting this connector in half, so I did 2 pieces of Decaville in the middle because I knew that I'd be cutting it in half and putting it in, and I want to make sure that it's reinforced. Oh, here's my little tape. Yay! Hi, little tape. See how small my roll is? It's so tiny. This may be a 2-part video. I may have to come back and finish it tomorrow. I don't know how long it's going to take me. Just FYI. We may just get half of it done today. We shall see how much steam I have. All right. So we are going to top stitch down this and then cut it in half. Okay. All right, draw the margin, which I'm not sure how big that is. All right, so now we got to figure out this piece here. Hi, Barbie. So this is the overlay piece on the pattern, and it's supposed to have a margin, and I curved area. Fold along the line. I want to fold to the line. So let me go grab the pattern piece real quick to see how far in that is, so I know what to do here. Just a second. That's what I thought. Okay. So I'm going to draw a half inch. So this inside edge here needs to be folded in. I was going to do this beforehand, but I thought this might be a good thing to kind of show. So we're just going to do it here. So I'm going to draw, instead of a 1/4 inch, because you're supposed to fold on that line, I feel like folding to a line is easier. So I am going to draw a 1/2 inch line in, so we know where we're folding it to. Does that make sense? In my brain, that's just a little easier for me. So I'm just going to come along this curve very slowly. Doop, doop, doop. Does it help when I say dupe? And dupe. Like that, okay? Just saying, Kasaya, I bought some of the floral vinyl. I believe you are an enabler. You know what? I sure am. I need a shirt that says enabler and proud of it. This edge is kind of curved, so I want to make sure that I'm getting that slight little curve here. Barbie, have you made this bag yet? I need to get a bigger roll. Just a second. Lori and I are getting that t-shirt. Perfect, Barb. Let's do it. Hi, Sandra. All right. Why do they make it so hard to start these rolls sometimes? What's going on here? All right, here we go. So, because we have these curves here, I am going to need to do some notches, but I want to be sure that I'm not going too far in more than the fold, right? I know this little part seems tedious, but I think it's such a cute part of the bag. This is one of the things that drew me to this bag, so. Barb enabled me to buy an HTV print and scan and cut. That's funny. All right, and then I'm just going to put some tape right before the line because I know I want to fold to the line, right? And that's the end of my roll, exactly. Look at that. All right. All right, I'm going to fold this in. Nope. And let's push this in to that line. I'll probably give it a really good press with my seam roller as well to help it stay. We'll see if I cut along this enough. Yeah. Perfect. See that? That looks good. It's not a very big fold, so be really careful with these notches that you do. I almost cut too big, but I think I got it just there. All right. Press, press, press. This one doesn't want to stay, so that's okay. Let's put some clips on it so it doesn't want to go anywhere either. Okay, so now it's folded in evenly. And I believe you're just lining it up with the edges. Yeah. Place on the block. Don't sew yet. We're going to have to put in our little... Okay. So I am just going to clip it along the edge here. I'm not sewing it on yet. We have to slip in our connectors with this. Okay. This flap is so cool, guys. I already love it. I need to put my name tag on it too before we name tag, and I need to do the magnetic snaps on the back. And I want to put Decaville on it, so after I sew all this on. All right, that looks awesome. Isn't that pretty? Oh, that's pretty. I like it. Okay, so there are markings on the pattern piece for your handle connector placement. All right. So I want to transfer that. Where is my silver marking pen? Right. I'm just going to put a line here. Probably just need the top line, honestly. Can I see through? No. Hands are shaky. All right, right here and right here. And then how far under? 3/8 under. I'm just marking on here so I have a visual of what 3/8 is to put it under. Right? And then I think I'm going to use some tape to tape it down and keep it in place. On the back. And then after these are placed where they need to go, then we top stitch the band. All right. Here we go. So there's the marking right there. Okay. I need to get more wipes. I'm all out. Oh wait, here's some. Okay. And then right here. Okay, so once those are placed, now we can top stitch this awesome little accent piece. And then I think we're trimming around out from underneath so it's not as thick on the edges. If I am correct in that assumption, let me double check. Trim the fabric that remains. Yep. That's what I thought. Here we go. I'm going to wipe my needle throughout too, just to make sure. Maybe you need a snack if your hands are shaky. Maybe. My snackle box. You know what? I should always have one down here, huh? I actually don't have any food down here right now. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look how gorgeous that is. Okay, I'm really excited. I'm going to trim out the extra seam allowance. Okay. Oh, my wipe is completely dry. See, I knew I was. I think I have water. It's fine. All right. Take off my silver pens here. Okay. Okay, so now I just want to trim this extra behind here. Then I'm going to go press my Decaville light to the back of this real quick before I add my nameplate and everything and sew it together, okay? I have my heat press all ready to go. I just need to put this piece on. I feel bad wasting this. I might put that in my scraps. Okay. So that's what that looks like now. All right, I'm going to go press on my Decaville real fast. It won't take me long. I'll be right back. did I put it? There it is. Oops, sorry guys. Okay. Here we go. I want to put on my nameplate and we're going to put on our snaps and all that kind of good stuff, okay? Nameplate and snaps. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm going to move this out just a tiny bit. Okay. Okay. So I need to just find my center real quick for this. Get my prongs up. Okay. I'm gonna just mark my top and bottom center real quick. Okay, let's see here. There and there. I kind of want it a little bit low. I'm going to go like maybe an inch up from the seam of the overlay piece. Okay, so I have my centers marked. I'm just going to press my prongs in. That seems to be a better way to line it up for me than measuring out the distance. Okay. Watching the accumulation of clips and scissors on the machine. I knocked them all on the floor. I know. I have to keep clearing everything off as I go. Okay, I have to make the tiniest little cuts with these prongs. Okay. Get all the pen markings off. There's that. There and there. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then let's cover that up. Okay. Oh, you guys, that's so pretty. Okay, I love that. I'm going to put that to the side. I don't know how we're doing these connectors. Let me just melt these threads that I've got sticking out here. All right, I want to get the bottom underside of the flap. and put on my mail, I believe. Oh, I have one more part to that flap that I didn't do. I'm seeing just now. So, but I'm going to continue with this real quick. We're going to do this first. So mail, snaps here. I already have them marked out and some Decaville in place from, transferred from the pattern piece. I always like to make sure there's something underneath my snaps. Okay. Hi, Allie. Where is my little knife tool? What did I do with it? I had it. I stuck it in my clip bucket. All right. Natalie, we're doing the snaps right now. Must have asked that before I started doing them, I'm guessing. All right. So this is on the lining. Donna Ryan, I saw that. I may have to ship yours in 2 boxes. Since it's such a big order, it may, so I'll let you know how we figure that out. All right. So before we put the rest of this together, I have to do one more piece of it, of the front flap, okay? All right, so there's the clips on the back piece. At the band. Okay, flap contrast band. It is the same height. Okay, let me see. I need the flap contrast band, which is this piece. And this goes up here, I guess. And then again, I think we fold it. Oh, hi, Marty May. Are you joining us? Not with that pen. Okay. Just like we did with that accent piece, we're going to be making this bottom edge finished. So we're doing a line and then folding up to that line. And then top stitching it onto our piece. Right, right. Sorry, I'm just reading to make sure I'm doing this correctly. And see in the photo, top stitch, trim the fabric behind. Okay. Okay. Let's do it. So we're just folding that bottom edge up. I'm not quite sure why I mean, obviously design, but maybe also gets rid of some thickness. I'm not sure, but let's do it. I'm also going to put a piece right here to hold it in place. Okay. See what we got. So this goes along the top, lines up with the edge here. We're going to top stitch this on. We're going to top stitch this on, and then we're going to trim out from behind that edge. Okay. Well, let's do it. All right, beautiful. All right, so now I'm just going to trim the extra from behind here, just like we did on that accent piece, right? Okay, now I need to put this together with my back piece, all right? I probably will have to get out my hairdryer when I turn this through. I can almost guarantee it. So let's do it. Let me put my stuff away and clear this off a little bit. All right, so right sides together. They should be the same size. Yeah, they look pretty good. Make sure you have your snaps on your inside lining piece before you sew this all together, or else you'll be sad. We don't want you to be sad. Okay. I'm going to sew these together. Do a tiny bit of a trim with my pinking shears along the curves, and then turn it out. This is a big old flap. I love it. All right, I'm going to go, yeah, from this side. Here we go. Again, she leaves it raw edged in the pattern. So totally up to you how you want to do it. I don't really love a raw edged flap. I like to have a folded finished edge, but that's just my preference. All right. All right, I'm going to give this a shot of heat real quick over at my hairdryer, and we'll turn it. Flip the flap. That's right. Natalie, flip the flap. Hi, Pug.
Hello.
How was your day?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's good. I love you. Can you come here and give me a hug, or is there too many cords? Here, I'll unplug this one.
I got that. Oh, I'm not.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you doing good?
Huh?
Is the trunk or treat tonight at the church?
Oh, yeah.
You gonna go to that?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah.
I don't think your costume came yet.
Nope.
Okay.
Unless that's what that big package on the front door
Oh, well, go open it. Is it an Amazon package?
I think that's what that is.
Okay, go open it. That might be it.
Okay.
Okay, let me know.
Alright.
All right. Just got home from work. It's raining outside. Snuggled under a quilt with my 2 puppies and a cup of tea. Oh, what could make it better? You know what? That sounds kind of fabulous. I had tea last night before bed, and it might be kind of my new favorite thing, actually. All right, so I just want to get this so it's laying nice and flat. I want that seam pushed out. I like to take a chopstick here and kind of push it out and hold it and clip it. Where is my little key fob tool? Smush that seam just a little bit. All right, and then I'm gonna top stitch this, and she adds on the handle and everything now. I'm trying to think, would it be easier to do it after? I guess it probably doesn't really matter, right? Probably doesn't make a difference whether you add it before or after. You know, Natalie, the key fob tool, I never use it to make key fobs, but I sure do use it to press my seams. So, I don't know. It's kind of fabulous for that. I just got stuck on tape. Dreary day here. I have a cup of tea, but my pupper's snoring away on the floor while I'm working on scientific illustrations on one monitor and Kasaya on the other one. I like that. Oh, I went to Miami Space yesterday and I sacrificed and had a Boston cream donut for me and Susan. That's awesome. Those were so good. All right, here we go, y'all. Let's top stitch this bad boy. Sorry, I'll move you in. I've kind of moved you out while I was doing everything else. There we go. All right. I like it, you guys. I like it a lot. So this part here gets put under and riveted here, which I think I'm going to add this piece at the end. Well, I guess I could add it now. Right? Does it just go like that? Let's see. And under and rivet until they meet the band. Apply rivets. I wonder if it looks like she applies it through all the material. Oh, she did that before she sewed the 2 layers together. That's okay. We can do it after. You know what? We'll go ahead and put it on real quick. Ah, that's going to be so cute though, right? It's going to be cute. Cutie, cutie. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. So I want to put some tape under here. So it'll fold under and then stick down where I want it. Okay. And then I am adding a zipper overlay pocket on the back. This is definitely going to be a 2-part video. I'm like thinking of all the things I still have to do. I really want to do a zipper pocket on the back of the bag. So we're going to do that next, which, yeah, should be fine. So I'm going to rivet through all my layers. Don't think it's going to make a difference. Okay, tuck that right under there so it goes all the way, and I'm taping it. And then I'll press that down and rivet through all the layers, okay? Hi, Wendy. I think if you do through all the layers too, you've got more to put your rivet through. It's not going to hurt. And I just didn't read the directions correctly, so there you go. Isn't this cute, Natalie? Oh, I knew the second I saw this pattern that I wanted to make it. It's just taken me a hot second to get there. All right, right there, right there. All right, I'm gonna go give that a press, and then we will do our back zipper overlay. Woo, she's cute. Look at that. Huh. Oh my gosh, I love that. All right. Clean. And let's do an overlay on our back. Here's my 2 pieces. And okay. So this is my back panel. So I just need to decide. Let me look real quick and see what the placement is. Take exterior main panel back. Center. Is it on the pattern piece? It must be on the pattern piece. Flap. Exterior. Sorry, just a minute. Main exterior. Oh, 2 inches down from the top edge. Okay. So our flap, it's going to be a raw edged flap along the top. I may cut a piece to sew over it. All right, so let's do this pocket real quick. Well, not real quick, but let's do this pocket. I just thought it's a nice big back panel, and I would love either a slip or a zipper. So we're gonna do a zipper overlay pocket on it for the back. And my flap is being placed 2 inches down here. Okay. So there's my flap. So my overlay, probably want it about right there. Yeah. Yeah. So that would be 2.5. Okay. So no, that would be what? Sorry, just a minute. Yeah. 2.5 inches down from the top of the back panel. Okay. That's what I am going to do. There's that. This is my center. I need more table space around me. I need to put another table here. All right, here we go. So these overlays are the same overlays used in the Hellcat crossbody. It's just a basic overlay. It's the perfect size for this bag, so I thought I'll just use it for this one too. Right there. And right there. Okay. All right, I'm going to sew around that. There we go. Sorry, bumping the camera there with my chair. Pulling my thread through here. Okay. Will you leave enough space for a piece over the flap? Yeah, I did. It's not going to be a big piece. It'll just be like a little tiny strip. Plenty of space. Ah, my foot got caught under. Whoops. We're okay, guys. All right. All right. So the other thing, the other thing I love about zipper overlays is that you can put it on something that already has Decaville on it because you're cutting out this middle area. So it doesn't matter that I already interfaced it, right? I didn't have to worry about that. Another bonus to overlays. All right, let's cut out this middle. Hi, Patricia. I love watching your channel. I'm 72 years old, and instead of watching the news, I've decided to become a bag maker. I live 25 minutes from Crazy Town, USA. What's Crazy Town, USA? Is that an actual place or? I'm happy to have you. All right, let's get some zipper tape. All right, I'm gonna do my tape on here and my pieces, and we're gonna put this together. And then we'll do it on each part of this. So this is the bonded poly, bonded nylon, whatever, smoothie smooth that matches the floral. Love. How could I not use it for the lining, right? So cute. All right, so let me put on my zipper pull and we'll add this all together. Nope, just a minute. Reposition. There we go. Okie dokie, artichoke. I am going to fully put this in here first. I'm doing a little bit differently. I'm going to tape this in and then I'll put on the linings piece by piece. All right, so there's my zipper. So now I want to put on the bottom side first. So I'm going to do this one. Did I miss you adding your tag, Donna? I put it on my flap. Put it on my flap. So I'm going to put this piece down. I'll show it to you in just a minute. Here. Okay, along the bottom edge here. So I'm going to flip this over. And I'm just sewing along the bottom first. You need a hall pass. You're good, Donna. One more. All right. Okay. From here to here, I'm going to flip it over, pull through my threads because it's contrasting thread. So I just want to keep that nice continuous stitch, right? Donna, here's my flap. I put my nameplate right there. Cute, right? Okay, and then I like to put a piece of tape right under here. So my lining kind of stays down out of my way when I fold it down. Thank you, Donna. Pulling that down out of the way, okay? And then I'm going to place my second piece along the top there. Okay, flip it over. Now I'm going to start where I left off here, come up, around, and back down. There we go. Stephanie. All right, so that's what that looks like. Love it. Okay, let's see here. Pull these through, and then we just need to close up the pocket. Close it up completely. I don't know. I think this is a birthed bag. I haven't looked that far ahead, honestly. I think it is, though. Oh, Veronica, I'm sorry. Zippers can be tricky, for sure. Mine looks good, but I don't think it rarely happens that it's perfect. Like, I feel like, oop, I went down a little bit there. I went out a little too far here. Like, don't be too hard on yourself. It's hard to get a perfect zipper. All right, I'm going to close up this pocket. And I will probably, so I need to trim it up quite a bit. I'm thinking like all the way up here. I wasn't sure how big to make this pocket since I've never made this bag before. Yeah, that'll probably be good. I probably didn't have to trim it that much, honestly. That's okay. Too late. So that's my zipper pocket on the back of the bag. Again, that was just my addition to it. It's not part of the pattern. All right, so I now want to add my flap, but I don't love how it's raw edged. So I am going to cover it with just a little piece of vinyl. So I'm going to go cut a piece of vinyl real quick. And we'll add it. Hey, hey. Who is that, Marnie? Who came down? So I think my piece just needs to be, let's see. Just needs to cover it. So a 1-inch strip, but I'm going to fold in my edges. So I'm going to do, Marcus, yep. Was that your costume? Nope. It wasn't? Nope. Shoot. I'm sorry. I don't think it's okay. All right. I'm going to do a 1 1/4 inch strip, and it needs to be at least 12 inches long. All right, I'll be right back. 1 1/4 by 12. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh my gosh, I just dropped it. So I'm putting it across like that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and place this onto my piece though, where it needs to go. We'll just put some tape along back edge. I just feel like I have so far not done a raw edge flap. I would hate to just leave it raw edge on back, right? Hi, Pam. I love watching your videos. You have inspired me, and I'm going to try my hand at the Tremont. Yay! Do it, Pam. You've got it. Okay. I've got to do my marking one more time here. Two inches down. Okay. And then I want to mark the center on here too, real quick. Okay, so that should be the center, and that's going to be my placement for the flap. Right there. Cute, cute. Okay. Strip. It's going to be a skinny strip. It's not going to be a big one. Let's see if this works. It works in my brain. So. All right, I think this will do it, guys. Yeah. There we go. And then one more piece of tape along the back. Okay, so the idea is I'm just covering up that flap right there. So I'm just gonna do a solid marking. So I have a straight line to go from. I think I'm gonna do it, how big is this? It's about 3/4 now. So a 3/8, which is kind of hard to do with the zipper in the way, but we'll do it. 3/8 will be my line, and that will be where I lay this piece to cover up the flap. I just, you know, if my whole flap was raw edged, it probably wouldn't bug me as much, but because my whole flap is not raw edged, it kind of bugs me. That may be a little too far up, actually. There. Okay. Taking off the pin. I don't want to see it. Here we go. Hello, late to the show. Hi, everyone. Hi. All right, and then one more under here. And then I don't have that raw edge flap. Beautiful. It worked. It worked. Okay. I like that. Okay, so I think we put the exterior together next. I can't leave a strap end. Yeah, I have a hard time doing raw edges anymore. I'm like, even doing the connectors raw edged, I really wanted to paint them, but I just didn't have the time. All right, so let's connect. Oh, you know, the last thing we need to do is put our other snaps on our front panel, and then we can put our entire exterior together. Hello, Donna. It is 4 in the afternoon here. So kids just got off the bus and they're already gone to their dads, so. All right, Donna, great idea. Neat finish and strengthens the flap seam too, right? It's a win-win. All right, let's see here. So I need to do my washer markings. So I've already got my placement here. Should be good to go. And I am doing the bigger snaps, the 18 millimeter snaps for this bag. What color zipper tape was it that you used? It's the Mocha Latte, Natalie. It's my Mocha Latte. Yeah, it matches the biscuit really nice, doesn't it? All right. Is this pattern available? Yes, it is. It is on Shamballa Patterns website. I put the description, the link for it in the description of the video. This is one, I'm pretty sure this is an available pattern. It's not a special one that you have to buy a pack or anything like that. I think this came out a while ago. It's not one of her newer ones either. Come on. Okay. There we go. You are welcome. All right, you guys, I think now we are ready to put this all together. Let's get this exterior and see what we got, right? Got my centers marked, always a good thing to do. All right, I'm gonna move my camera just a little bit for this, and then let's see. I think I want to do the side with my flap first. And you know what I want to do too? I want to make sure that these line up. Just a minute. Beautiful. Okay, that lines up. We're good on that. So here we go. I'm going to use my metal clips. And let me see what my seam allowance is. We're sewing this. So gusset. She doesn't say. She doesn't say. I'm guessing it's a quarter since at the beginning she says most of the pattern is a 1/4 inch seam allowance, so that might be it. It is a massive gusset. You guys, this bag is way bigger. This bag is way bigger than I had thought it was at the beginning. That's okay. Still think it's going to be really freaking cute. Oh, thank you. Cover your snaps. I forgot to cover my snaps. Thank you, Karina. We'll do that. If I don't do that right now, I'll forget. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Okay, beautiful. Now we're good. So you will have to kind of push your flap as you sew out of your way up here, okay? Now, do you need to use Decaville? No. I mean, I think the patterns, she suggests foam or fleece. It's totally preference. I just really love the structure and shape Decaville gives a bag. So that is totally up to you. I do love foam too. I do love the structure of foam as well. But I thought this one would be good. If I was quilting all the panels, I would probably do foam. This corner is going to be a bear. All right, here we go. Yay, your tulip bee order arrived. Happy day. So I definitely need to put some clips into my gusset seam right here. Thank you, Rachel. Hello. All right, I'm just trimming this little corner edge there. I think I'm going to baste. I'm going to baste it first and then take it at full seam allowance. She is sturdy. Absolutely. You know, I don't like a floppy bag. So there's that. I like nice shaped bags. Amber, the crafty reporter, and I laugh all the time because if anything, we both always over interface everything we do. Because we're like, more interfacing. I like shaped bags and I cannot lie. That's right, Natalie. All right. Boom. Boom. It's these pockets that are going to give you a little bit of issue here, but you should be okay. All right. So I am going to take it around at an 1/8 inch seam allowance first. Just so that when I go at that bigger seam allowance, I can make sure that nothing moves. So I'm going to move the camera. It's easier for you guys to see when I move it this way, I think, when I'm sewing gussets. Okay. Here we go. All right, how's that angle? I think that's good. And here we go. All right, basting. Although I want to do the full seam allowance up at the top because I probably want it to lay flat. So I'll go full right there. Okay, then I'm going to go down to basting here. Sandy, how's my son doing on his mission? He's doing good. I think he's a little, getting a little homesick, but he's doing good. Yeah, I mean, a stapler is great, Donna, for sure, if you don't want to baste. Absolutely. My basting is kind of in place of the stapling. Totally up to you. Still kind of... these pockets on the side that add quite a bit of bulk, especially if you're doing vinyl like I did. Oof, come on. And it's pushing it. You see how it pushed it right there? That's okay. All right, and then I'm gonna go back to that bigger seam allowance up here. All right, I'm gonna go around one more time. Both, yeah. It's these dang pockets. Because I did vinyl on these side pockets, it just gives it, you know, so much more bulk along there that it's pushing. It's pushing. I didn't go too far off right here. I am going to trim it so it's even. So I have a even line of sight. It pushed it right here on both sides, but that's okay. It'll still look just fine. That is not going to make a difference in the grand scheme of things. All right, let's do one more round. And I think it's only a 1/4 inch seam allowance because I can't see where she, let me look one more time. Maybe I'm missing it. Nope, a 1/4 unless otherwise stated. I really want to take it at a bigger seam allowance, but we'll leave it at a 1/4. All right, here we go. It is a great feeling when you get around those corners, huh? Hi, Susan from the UK. I've not been back to sewing yet. Still on chemo, but I'm still busy buying patterns and materials. It's still a hobby, right? Oh, does Tulip be shipped to the UK? Well, first of all, I hope your chemo goes well. And second of all, yes, but email her because I don't think it's something that's available on her site. You have to email her to ship internationally, and she does it manually. So definitely shoot her a message. I don't know if her email is up on her website, or Natalie, if you're still on here, if you can pop it up in the chat. But yes, she does ship international. All right. First side on. Whoop, whoop. Looks great. Okay, I think I'm happy with it. Yep. Okay, so now we got to add our second side here. Let's do it. Planning to make the Monroe at 115. Oh, so cute. I've done it at 120 and I absolutely love it. See if I can, nope. Let's go up a little bit on my clip. There we go. All right, here we go, second verse. Same as the first. Let me look ahead real quick. I think it's a birthed bag. Yes. Okay, so with this bag, it is a birthed bag. No. Is it? Yes. Man, you could do a drop-in so easily with this bag as well. I'm debating. I've started to turn every bag into a drop-in bag when I can. It saves my hands so much. But if I did it birthed, I also could leave my zipper pocket and the bottom of my boxed lining open, and that would make it so much easier as well. So I could do it either way. What do you guys think? What do you want to see? tell me in the comments if you would want to see this as a birthed or as a drop-in. I can do either. If I do a drop-in, I want to draw my lines before, before I turn it out. Drop in, drop in. You want me to drop it like it's hot? How do you enlarge patterns? It's pretty easy. If you want to do 120%, you just print it at 120%. And then you usually, I think you times whatever the pattern piece is, times, how do you do it? I forget how we did the last one. By 1.25? No. I forget how you figure out exact measurements at 120. Somebody knows. Sizzle, sizzle. All right, guys. It's been declared. We're dropping it like it's hot. We will do a drop-in lining for this. Which means I'll probably hop over to my cylinder arm. Right, Shelly? My hands are hurting just thinking about birthing that, right? Especially with how I interfaced it. I'm thinking the same thing, like, oof, it's not going to be good. All right. Let's do this. Yeah, I probably don't even need my cylinder arm. You're right, Donna. That is true. I could probably do it here on my industrial, or on my flatbed. But I like the excuse to go over to my cylinder arm. So there's that. What's crazy is I'm sitting here thinking, well, if I make this bag again, I would add foam to the base as well. I would add more interfacing. I know, Mimsy, how the tides have changed regarding your cylinder arm. Now you need to see me use the projector? Fat chance. Okay. Here we go. Move you back over here and down. I used my cylinder to put some binding on a Belinda today. It was going to finish it tomorrow, but the cylinder arm was already threaded and ready to go. Whoop, whoop. That's so nice when that happens. All right, here we go. Round 2. I've watched a 9-year-old use the projector. Well, Minzy, you know what? 9-year-olds are sometimes smarter than me. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I'm sure the projector is wonderful, but I need to have time to learn how to use it. And I just haven't had that time yet. So. She's so crafty. My Juki Industrial will be delivered tomorrow. That's amazing. Congrats. That'll be super fun. You're going to love it. Okay, one more round. I'm so excited to turn this bag, you guys. Whoop, whoop. I don't think the lining's going to take us long. I just have to add the pockets to it. How long have I been on? 2 hours. Okay. What time is it? Okay. Oh, I meant to trim this down. And this. Okay. All right. Woohoo! I bought the decor first and was a nightmare. The motor locked and fought for them to send a replacement. Okay. Are we ready to turn this? I think so, guys. All right, here we go. I'm going to move the camera just a bit. All right, let's see what we did. Turn. I forgot to mark it. Too late. That's okay. Seriously, hairdryer magic. Magic. Okay. I'm just trying to get all of my... If I give this another little heat, those wrinkles will come right out. Two. Oh my goodness. She purty. Come on. Ooh. Oh, she's cute. Do you guys see that? Oh my goodness. Okay, so this bag is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Like, a lot bigger. You guys, that is such a pretty design. Ooh, I love it. I love it so much. Okay. Let's get to the lining. And I think I will do a drop-in for this. I think just like folding it down a 1/4 inch. Because I do have the Decaville there. I think I can just fold it along the Decaville and do a drop-in with it. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's so cute. A lot bigger than I had anticipated. All right, so let's do the lining. Yay. Yay. I am in love. Okay. Let's continue. You guys, let's continue. I'm going to plug my camera back in so it doesn't die on us. Here we go. Thank you, guys. Let's finish this. Okay. My linings, my pockets. Beautiful. Okay. Thank you, guys. It is a super cute pattern, you guys. I'm actually thinking even a 80%, 85% maybe. Doing it at 85% might be super, super cute as well. Okay, so I am doing a slip pocket on one side, zipper pocket on the other, and I kind of just did my own thing on those. She has measurements for a zipper pocket, but I just did my own. I'm doing the same zipper overlay like I did on the outside of the back of the bag for the inside pocket, and then just a slip pocket on the inside as well. I'm glad I chose to do pockets now that I see how big the bag is. Is my video paused? No, okay. So I'm just doing a slip pocket, folding in my edges and then folding it up, wrong sides together, and then putting a trim piece along the top. It's my favorite way to do a simple slip pocket. Navy blue would be cute with this, Annette. Navy blue is just... Man, it is not a color I ever think to use, is it? I don't use much navy blue at all. But yeah, navy blue would look great with this. So I'm just folding that up. And I think I want it this way. Here is my trim piece. It's 1 inch wide. I'm just going to make a mark 1/2 inch in. And cover that raw edge with it. I also had thought of putting one of these cute little leopard print tags. I think it looks cute with it. You know I like to mix and match designs. So I am putting leopard print with floral. Deal with it. And it sounds like my bobbin is running low. I can hear it. Okay. Hi, Jan. How are you? What was your measurement for the sides of your pocket? I measured in 3/4. The total measurement of this pocket, I believe I said in the cutout video, it looks like it's 11 by, let's add, 11 by 8.5. This is 11 by 8.5. All right, so I'm going to put it here. I'm just kind of eyeballing here. all of this. Let me get my centers, because I do want to make sure I have it in my center. I think, because we have a top piece too, so I don't want it too far down. I'm going to do it an inch down from this top edge here. I think that'll be a good placement. Right there. Cute. All right. I better check my bobbin. It is almost out, but not quite. I can finish a little bit more. I only have one spool of chocolate mousse, so I'm going to have to wind one. Ouch. Okay. Here we go. Okay, there's my cute little slip pocket. And this is my top piece, right? So before I do that, I am going to go ahead and draw my drop-in lining marking here. I'm just going to do a 1/2 inch down and fold it 1/4. I think that'll be okay. Yeah. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of tape on it too. Why not? It's not going to hurt. Okay. Let's go ahead and add this on. Let me see if the seam allowance is different on this. Right sides together. Nope. Okay. All right, and then fold seam allowance down towards the lining and top stitch. And then do we increase seam allowance? Note, start, yes, you do, okay. Are you guys all ordering Tulip Bee? Hi, Wendy, how are you? I love how you're talking Trying to talk everybody into it. That's funny. Okay. All right, there's one side. Ooh, she cute. All right, let's do the second panel. Lining goes a lot quicker, see? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. All right, I'm going to do the placement of the zipper pocket the same as the slip. I'm going to go 1 inch down from the top edge. Feel like that was a good little measurement. My cute tag matches my pants. It sure does. It sure does. All right, this is the same size of overlay I used on the outside of the bag. It's the overlay from the Hellcat pattern. It's a good general size. And I had it readily available, so that's what we're using. Okay, here we go. Go eat dinner, Wendy. Do it, do it. Hopefully I have a child making dinner tonight. We'll see. So I don't have to. I am still going with Lori. I'm going to at least get this put together to the point of maybe doing the drop-in. You're so inspiring and bubbly, which puts me in a happy space. Aw, thanks, Wendy. That's very sweet. I haven't done a really long live in a hot second, so it's fine, right? All right, let's cut out the middle. Did you get your strap cut out? You know what? I didn't. I didn't do a strap for this bag yet. I still will need to go back and do that. Bye, Karina. Good night. Go sleep. I would sleep if it was midnight too. All right. Almost there. tape. It is a pretty brown color, huh, Natalie? I love it too. I think it goes with this material so good as well. All right, get her done. Get her done. Your internet is tripping. I'm sorry. My internet has really sucked lately too. We hopefully are getting really good internet put in very soon, guys. Very soon. Okay. Here we go. I want it going this way and this way. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's get it centered. Good. Okay. Love. Okay, first piece. Right here. Ooh, remind me I need to do a bobbin wind in just a minute. All right. On this pocket, could you have cut one long piece to sew the zipper and then fold it up to the other side? Absolutely, Pat. Yep. Zipper overlays, there's like 4 or 5 different ways I know that you can do them. So yes, multiple ways to do a zipper pocket like this. And that is totally fine if you do it that way. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. I just didn't know what exact length I needed. So this way I can trim up the pocket a little bit if I need to. Betsy, loving that brown. Might have to place an order before midnight. It is such a pretty brown, guys. Goes great with this floral. Unbelievably. Good. So if I was doing the birthed method of this bag, I would probably leave this zipper pocket completely open and the bottom of my bag completely open. So I can do that double turn and give a nice wide space for that turn. Hopefully that makes sense. Loop, loop. All right. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. All right, let's just close up this pocket. It's a pretty good length, actually. So I just need to trim this even. Here we go. Hi, Lisa. We are about at the ending steps of this bag. We are about there. All right. Beautiful. So let me put this on the top of this, and then we'll put our lining together, and then we'll put the two together. I don't know if I'll sew the drop in, but we'll get it all situated so you guys can see what it looks like, okay? Again, the pattern calls for birthed. I'm just altering it to a drop in because that is what the people requested. You too, Lisa. All right. Here we go. Appreciate the company while I'm shortening sport coat sleeves. Anime sounds horrible. Oh, I do not like alterations. I'll tell you that much. I don't offer. Ever. My biggest pet peeve is when somebody says, so you sew, right? And you know the words coming out of their mouth next, or I have this pair of jeans, or I have this shirt. I'm like, nope. No, ma'am. All right, I am going to, let me see if I have this color of bobbin by my cylinder arm, because if I do, then that'll save you some time winding. Ha ha. A completely full bobbin. Don't mind if I do. All right. Ooh, guys, look at that. It was pretty much done. And it was kind of twisted, so that was good. All right. It's horrible. I'm so sorry, Anime. That's sounds horrible. All right. Let's put these two layers together. fully sew them and rub it like it's hot. All right, so she does suggest increasing your seam allowance on this, okay? So for a better fit, so we will definitely be doing that. My coworker does alterations and she's amazing. See, I think if you're do alterations, that's your specialty and you're probably amazing at it. But like with me, I don't know the first thing about altering, so I have to look it up and it's not easy and it's not what I do. I feel like it's definitely a talent I do not possess. Catherine, not feeling good? I'm so sorry. Okay. I have 2 nieces getting married this summer, and I was buried in a sea of bridesmaids' dresses. Ugh, gross. All right, here we go. She says to go all the way from a 1/4 to a 1/2. Okay. Let's do it. In the hospital for a week. Oh, I'm so sorry. I can make a bag, but I can't take up a hem, right, Karen? Me either. Forget about it. So my question is, when you box this, do you box it at that bigger seam allowance or the normal seam allowance? I'm guessing we box it at that bigger seam allowance. I don't know. I'm going to trim the seam allowance down first before I box it, though. Everyone wants me to fix the zippers on their backpacks. I'm just like, if somebody asked me to do that, I'd be like, nah, just buy a new backpack. No, thank you. You would say at the bigger. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Nat. I agree. I'm going to try and do that at that bigger seam allowance. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm just going to nest this seam down here. Grandbabies, Emmy and Jackson, watching you with fascination. Hi, Emmy and Jackson. Alrighty. Box her up. Full swing making tutus for 4-year-old granddaughters. Aw, tutus are fun. I've made tutus before. Yep. Halloween time. Is it for Halloween? Catherine, for outside seams, I like to open when I do boxes, but for just lining seams, I usually just nest them because it's not that big of a deal for lining seams. But if this was on the outside of the bag, I would have opened and lined them up that way. All right, so I am going to, I guess I'll put a couple pieces of tape along here to open the seam up. Since we're doing a drop-in. Hi, Marty. Hour drive home from work. I'm so sorry, Marty. Yuck. All right, so we are going to open the seam, fold it down. I didn't do a crazy big drop in. Hopefully it'll work. Now, if I knew I was going to do a drop in before I started making this bag, I would have made sure my Decaville was probably at the point of my drop in, but I didn't do that, which is why I'm doing a smaller fold at the top, because I just want to make sure that my Decaville on the exterior pieces doesn't cause me any issues. Does that make sense? Hopefully that does. All right, I'm definitely probably, I could easily go over. I don't know what to do. Natalie, you are going to love the faux reel. You are going to absolutely love it. All right, so there is my drop in. So let's get our exterior. So for this, same thing, right? I need to do some taping. I think I'm just going to run the tape along and open the seams this way. You could have ordered all the colors, I'm sure, easily. You are going to love it. Annette, I'm sure your stock has gone down like crazy from your coupons and the sales recently, huh? All right. Almost there. Okay. Zoop. All right, so now I need to fold this down, and then I'll put the 2 layers together. The Decaville is pretty evenly placed on the top, so I'm just using that as my folding guide here. It's pretty dang even. All right, let's put them together. Let's see what we have, huh? Oh, such a cute bag, you guys. So cute. All right. I want my zipper pocket, I think, along the back. So cute. All right, so I do need to line up my side first here. There's my center. I have my center notches marked, so it's easy for me to line up these centers here. Okay. I'll probably go along with my key fob things and kind of squish these side seams down just a little bit. Well, shortening that fold over match with the magnetic. Yeah, because it's the same. The fold over that I did is the same as the seam allowance. It's only a 1/4 inch seam allowance on the pattern, and I did a 1/4 fold over. So it should be the exact same. Yep, it should line up. Do you have red, white, and blue variegated thread? I do not. You know what? We'll go ahead and finish this. Let's just do it. Let's do it, y'all. Why not? Have a show and tell video for our sew along for Patreon. I don't remember if it's at 6 or 6:30, but I think I'm okay either way. Yeah, I'm so close. Let's just do it. That'd be silly to stop here. Right? Even though my back is like, you're done. Okay. Oh my goodness. You guys. This is such a cute design. All right. Fits great. I'm going to just move camera over to my cylinder arm real quick and we'll sew it up there. Can I join the show and tell, even if I didn't make the bag? Absolutely, Stacy. Anybody on Patreon can join the show and tell. Yep. Okay. Let me just re-situate a couple things here. Move camera. Okay, let me just change my thread out. I don't have to wind the bobbin, so that's good. I have my extension little table on there. I think it'll be okay. I don't think I need to take that off. I love that the bobbins from my normal machine, King Max, fit on my cylinder arm. It's kind of fabulous. Stacy, I'll try to remember, but honestly, I'm pretty forgetful, so no promises. All right, put my bobbin in here. Boom. Ready to rock and roll. Okay, what's going on here? I need to do a little practice stitch to make sure I got that in right. It feels weird. Hold please. Karen, it's actually not a scary machine at all. It's pretty basic. Oh, looks beautiful. Let's do this. Let me just move the camera just a little bit differently though, because I feel like it's at a weird angle. How is that, guys? Are the machines expensive? You know, these machines aren't not as expensive as a lot of the quilting machines that people purchase. So I think they are not bad compared to, I know what my mom spends on her quilting machines. So you're asking the wrong person. I don't think they're that expensive compared. If bag making is what you want to do, you need to purchase the correct equipment. Have the right equipment for the job. Right? I do like my saddle chair, Becky. It's kind of fabulous. It's a great chair for the cylinder arm. Now, I don't sit and sew entire bags at my cylinder arm because I like my flat bed for the just basic pieces. if I were to sit and sew an entire bag sitting on this chair, I don't know how much I would like it. But I do like it for the things that I do sew over here. My fold is a little bit uneven right here, but that's okay. We'll be all right. Now mine's a more heavy duty cylinder arm, so it kind of eats lighter fabric, so which is why I can't really sit and sew a whole bag on it. If I were to try and sew the lining material on my machine, it would kind of eat it. So it is a more heavy duty type of machine, which is why I don't sew all of my bag on it, okay? I can tell I kind of folded my side seams a little bit uneven, but it'll be okay. Not the most perfect drop in, because I wasn't planning on a drop in. But I still love it. All right, y'all. We did it. Oh my gosh, we did it. I did not think I was going to finish this bag in one sitting. Whoa. Just move that. Okay. Are we ready to see this? Okay, let me just a little bit. Okay. Dupe. Come on. Oh my goodness. Are you guys seeing how cute this is? Sorry. Oh my goodness, you guys. This turned out so good. I kind of love it. So it is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. The only other thing I have to make is the crossbody strap for it. But holy cow, what a cool pattern. Go check it out. Again, all of the material outside and inside, vinyl and smoothie smooth as Tulip Bee. All the hardware is SiahSwag. And I love it. Let me know if you guys have any comments or questions down below. Pattern, and I will see if I missed linking anything. I will link it all below in the description. Please like and Please like and subscribe if you haven't. Really appreciate it. And if you're a Patreon member, come join us in a few minutes, like 30, 45 minutes for a show and tell of our sew along. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.